Welcome to Metaphysical Monday. This is Inner Power Training, and I'm Rebecca. Today, I'm going to give you 5 things to think about that will assist you in helping you get help from higher intelligence. Because we're spiritual beings. We really are spiritual beings who happen to be having a physical experience. But we came here to planet Earth to help make things better if we're tuned in and awake. That's what we want to do. And we will get all the help we need if we know how to ask for it with the right attitude. Attitude is key. That's why, you may not like people that are in the news, people that are doing things in the world, but if you're full of hatred toward them, you're not hurting them, you're hurting yourself. Because your attitude and what is happening in your inner world, you're going to get more and more and more of. My greatest fear came upon me. I told you that in many of my videos. I've learned, be careful what you wish for. Be careful how you react to people. When I had a healing of an appendicitis attack, the voice that I've heard, this male voice, which I think is, one of my spirit guides, said to me, love that man with all your heart. I was harboring a lot of animosity and negative energy towards someone. It was poisoning me. Don't let yourself be poisoned by negative emotion. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. They're not thinking about you. Why would you be poisoning yourself with all this animosity when you can go into the love vibration, the fifth dimension, the Christ consciousness, where you can be a manifester and a healer? So I'm going to give you these 5 points. This is from the Silva Ultramind training. I've trained thousands of people. I'm a coach. And if you want coaching, I know how to get you unblocked. Check out my website. Number 1, the solution must be in the possibility area. Now, what does that mean? Well, I really wouldn't start imagining myself as an astronaut or a brain surgeon or things that are out of my realm of possibility. I have no interest in certain things. And I also realized that I'm not qualified. I took flying lessons. It wasn't really within the realm of possibility for me to be a pilot in this life. I wasn't very good at it because I live more in the abstract, and you have to be interested in how much fuel you have in your tanks and whether or not the airplane looks like it's going to fall apart. I preferred leaving that to other people as a crew member. So I learned, that wasn't a possibility for me, but I did take, flying lessons for a while to check it out. It's always good to check things out to see if there is a possibility that you might be interested in that thing before you jump into it head first. There's nothing wrong with trying it. I used to try a lot of different things when I was bopping around. I became a realtor, I became a financial planner, I owned a modeling agency in New York City. I dabbled in modeling when I was in my 20s. I always had an agent in the cities that I lived in that would send me out on jobs, car shows, print jobs. I studied acting with Stella Adler, found out I really didn't want all that rejection that you'd have to go through as an actor to go out and, interview for these jobs. That was not my thing. Too many dead ends. And I really didn't even want to be famous. I thought, wow, that's going to be a drag to have to show up for these events and, always be worrying about how you look. And maybe you'll get caught up in that plastic surgery thing where you're always, getting little things done to make yourself look better and better. I wasn't into any of that. So I checked it out. There's nothing wrong with checking things out. But it wasn't in my possibility area to pursue certain things. The one thing I did know was that I needed a lot of life experience. So I threw myself into all of these different avenues and lived in different cities and, hung out in very interesting places with fascinating people to check things out because I'm a very curious person. You can do the same thing. All you've got to do is do it. One thing I learned is if you just go for it, you'll be surprised by the doors that will open for you and the things that will line up and fall into place. As long as the solution helps two or more people, you get better results. That means it shouldn't just be about you. I want that fabulous, expensive car so I can feel good driving it and look good. If you're buying it because you want to share it with other people, it makes more sense. If you're doing something that includes two or more people, you will get your manifestations faster and more harmoniously because it's not just about you. The solution must help to make this planet a better place. That means don't do something evil. A lot of people dump their trash, don't care if they rip someone off to make a dollar or lie to people, confuse them, use mind games on them to trick them into partnerships and relationships. Look at the people that get married and they have a hidden agenda. They really aren't into the partnership. They've got this hidden agenda. That's not good. So make sure it's going to make the planet a better place, whatever you're doing. And the solution must be the best for everybody concerned. Make it a win-win situation. Even if you're breaking a relationship off, getting divorced or a business partnership, it can still be a win-win situation. The ones that get very greedy and, try to rip the partner off usually don't end up very well. And we are living in times where the vibration is such, the veil is thinner. So if you're really thinking evil thoughts in your subconscious mind or trying to manipulate other people, it's going to boomerang. It's going to come back and bite you in the butt. I guarantee it. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. And I do believe the times we're living in now, we're going to see it tenfold, magnified, bigger and bigger and bigger. You won't be able to get away with being a devious person anymore. It's just not going to work well. And the golden rule must be considered, and that is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That means treat people the way you want to be treated. Even when you're out doing your errands, shopping, be nice to the people that you come in contact with. Be helpful if they need a little help. Make it a point to, connect with people that you haven't connected with for a while. And you know how you would feel if you were sitting somewhere all by yourself, lonely. A lot of older people are very lonely in our culture because they're dismissed. They're just not they're just not pursued anymore the way they were when they were a bit younger. I've seen that because I visit, both of my parents lived to be in their mid 90s, and I would go visit. My mother had to go to rehab a couple of times. And when I visited her, one thing I noticed is they don't get a lot of visitors, these people, when they go into these facilities. So do unto others as you want them to do unto you, and it will come back to you in spades. People will treat you the way you want to be treated if you're treating others the way you would like to be treated. It's a vibration, it's an energy. Whatever your intentions are, your higher self connects you with the right people. It removes the people that aren't working with you sometimes. They just disappear from your life because they don't want to be around you. If you're on a mission and you know what your mission is, it's very easy to just pick and choose when things come into your life what you need to do. Because if it aligns with your mission, it's appealing. You want to do it. You want to work on your mission. And you want to do it a lot because your mission is the most exciting thing in the world. It gets you out of bed. I mean, I'm working on another book now, and I'm working on a project that I'm going to be launching in several months, and it's exciting. My mission is to help people find that inner peace, that peace that passeth understanding, because I had my own spiritual awakening. When it happened to me, I was kind of blown away when I found out only a small percentage of humans really wake up in this dimension. The mystics have explained that, they say 2%, 3%. I don't know what it is. They say more people are waking up now than ever before, which is a good thing. But I was just kind of like amazed that, you know, figuring out how to heal yourself can happen like that, or figuring out how to shift your thoughts so you're not focusing on all that negative stuff and you can make yourself happy again. I love that one statement in the Course in Miracles. Would you rather be right or happy? You don't have to be right. You don't have to say anything. You can just be an observer. Watch the movie. If this is a waking dream and everyone is just playing their part, why get yourself all worked up over it? Enjoy your life. You're not here very long, but while you're here, you might as well enjoy it. That's why I wrote my books, The Secrets of Manifesting and The Secrets of Manifesting Mastery. Plus, I wrote that book, Secrets of a Metaphysical Flight Attendant, which is a real juicy read. You should check that out. Go to my website, rebeccatripp.com, and you'll find all the things that I do. See you soon.